All right, we're going to do a reading, a tarot reading, an oracle reading as well, but a tarot reading into the broken masculine and the broken feminine. But mostly it's going to be the masculine energy that we're going to explore. And we're going to be doing that shortly. I'm waiting for people to come on. And hi, Butterfly. And so we're going to do this reading, and we're going to see where the collective masculine broke. And I call it the broken masculine for a reason. And we all regress, we progress and regress. That happens, and it's happened to us throughout our incarnations. So we're going to look at what the tarot cards, what energy, because again, tarot cards are simply conduits, messengers, pictograms, and those pictograms tell us what's up. And quite often the messages are so starkly on point that it's like reading the newspaper. And this is why I love tarot. I've been reading tarot since I was 18, and I can't say that I've ever gotten the wrong answer, even if I wanted the answer to be different for a person or for myself. So let's go ahead. Let's wait for people to come on. Again, it's about, hey Kim, good seeing you. It's about the broken masculine. We have broken, I think the terms divine is bandied about a little too much. There's nothing wrong with being broken and rising out of the ashes as a divine masculine or feminine. But I think that we need to be careful because I keep seeing 999 and 555 strong energy pull. He's in my dreams. Yes, I've been seeing not 999, but a lot of 555, which is change. And also 15, which is the magician, co-creation with the universe, and also 15, right? 1 plus 5 is 6, is choice, and it's beautiful. So what we're going to be doing that. So I'm not going to take any questions right now because we're going to go right into this energy. And so I need you guys, if you're going to sit here through the whole reading, I need you to give your angels, guides, and allies permission to guide you in this reading. So go ahead and do that. And then I want you to breathe into your heart chakra because I want you to connect with your heart chakra to see what I'm saying as I'm saying it. Does it resonate? Doesn't it? It matters that you don't take this as your story if it's not your story. But to be frank, I think that if you're here, it probably will be your story, or else you won't have the patience to be here. You'll just, zoom on. Okay? Hi, my masculine is 10,000 miles away. Please help. The distance isn't the problem. The universe has separated you for a reason. Trust the reason. Trust the reason. Believe me. Trust it. You've been seeing 9992. I keep telling no, I've been seeing 555. 555. Which is change. Okay, so how many people do we have? 23. Fabulous. My number, 23. Perfect. All right. And 23 in Kabbalah numerology is the line of the Magi. 24 is love, money, and power, which is 6, which is co-creation with the universe. So the first question we're going to ask about the divine masculine runner. It could be chaser too. So I'm not going to just close the door. But what we're asking is what is going on with the divine masculine. And I'm sorry. Serena says he called me, no caller ID. In August, I never answered. He is blocked watching from fake accounts. You blocked him? Well, again, you must not know me, Serena, but I tell all my twin flame clients not to block their twins. So unless he's a sociopath, he beat you or put your head through a wall, right? Or he did any of those things, stole your money, abused your children. I usually tell people not to block their twins. Just putting it out there so it's kind of clear, so you guys don't think that you become welcome mats. He chose somebody else over you. Yes, I know that would have triggered any woman or any man. That's for damn sure. However, the question isn't that he, or the issue rather, isn't that he chose another woman over you. The question really is why. And again, no denigrate. It has nothing to do with you. See, that's the thing that we as when we embody these divine feminine or broken feminine incarnations, we forget that there's a lot of issues going on with the broken masculine and his own self-worth. Okay, so I had to block because he kept watching my stories. Let him watch your stories, girl. What are you doing? Because you're still talking about him, so you're not over him. Let him watch your stories. It's not harming you. All right, so let's go right into it. Okay, you guys are ready? All right, so let me get into it. The question we're asking is, what is going on collectively with the broken masculine? As a runner chaser, it doesn't matter what the role is. And I'm just going to shuffle the cards. Again, if you guys are new, give your angels, guides, and allies permission to guide you in this reading. And if this is not your story, please don't make it work, because that's not what it's about. All right. When you're ready, you're going to pick, you're going to either, and I'm going to let you do it this time because I want the, hey, Jen, yay, my baby. Yeah, I love it. I'm so glad you're here. What I want you guys to do is pick right, left, or middle. And whoever, I'm going to take the majority, of course. And then after that, I won't even ask. Only because I need the collective energy to step in. Then after that, I won't ask. Then after that, we're going to do an oracle reading about the message for you. Middle. Okay, perfect. Okay, got it. All right, middle. All right, I'm doing middle. Throwing from the middle. Perfect. Thank you, guys. So the Knight of Swords is an impulsive energy. It's a very fast-moving, impatient energy. It's a messenger, but it also can embody the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Let's keep going. The Wheel of Fortune is sideways. The Wheel of Fortune being sideways means that something that needed to turn, the karmic wheel turning, has been stopped. Somebody's hitting the brakes, and it's being confirmed with the Two of Wands, which is the world being in the person's hands, and the doors are open, but they won't make a move. So stagnation is here, and impatience is here. Anger is here. Recent past, Capricorn energy, the devil, and again, this is, the devil means that there's toxic energy. It could be addictions, of any kind that you can imagine, self-sabotage, self-loathing, you know what I mean? That kind of thing, which creates the Five of Swords energy, which is the bottom of the reading. Crowning the reading, the Seven of Wands, defensive energy. Defending what? Self-defense. It's weird, right? And there's this really fast-moving energy of impatience and anger. Meanwhile, the world's opening up, but there's stagnation throughout this connection with this masculine energy. Eight of Wands is distance and communication. Either one. It's a fast-moving energy. We're getting the Sun, clarity, the Four Cups, a refusal or a ignoring an opportunity. So in business, it would be ignoring an opportunity, a business deal. In love, literally, the hand of God is handing the person a cup of love, filled with love. It's brand new. And the person is saying, I don't want it, or I don't see it. Either way, it's not good. In the area of, on the ninth position of the Celtic cross, just so you know what I'm doing, there's the Lovers, and that's a choice. And a choice is not being made. Somebody's wants to have a choice made, but it's not. It's being stagnated. And finally, the last card, and I'm going to clarify, is Judgment. And Judgment is not so much, I'm not getting a download that it's a discernment. It's more of something dead coming back to life. So for some of you, and you know this, if this is truly your twin flame, it ain't over. It's not over. So let me clarify. Let me find out what's going on. So tell me about the Knight of Swords, the Tower. A tower is a collapse. Three of Pentacles is usually it talks about mastery, but in this case, I'm going to say third party. And again, third party can be anything. Distance, travel, right? Another person, another lover, and or family, and or their monkey mind, or their addiction. So anything is there. And I know it's not mastery because the devil is, the Tower is here with a complete collapse of a foundation into the Three of Pentacles, third party, into the Eight of Pentacles, which is a learning curve. So this is really, really intense. They are going through it. Okay, we're right off the bat, 13 cards in, we're seeing they're going through it, and there's a learning curve. Why is the Seven of Wands here? What are they protecting? They're protecting they're so defensive that they're actually protecting themselves in their minds, but they've become their own jailer. Eight of Swords, their own jailer. Okay, so 8. Into the Knight of Cups, they want to be independent. Usually Nine of Cups is about abundance, being enough into yourself, emotionally sustaining oneself, but that's not true. What it is an independence, a desire to be independent. Into the Chariot. Chariot is Cancer energy, and it's a fast-moving energy. It's a shift of consciousness. I'm going to clarify that a little bit more. Hang on. Why is the Chariot here? What are you guys saying? Okay, Chariot. So they fall into the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is inner conflict. Anything with swords is about the mental dialogue, right? It can also mean fighting from outside, but honestly, it's about inner fast moving. In other words, they jail themselves with the Eight of Swords. Things shift and collapse really fast. They're getting their butts kicked, basically. And the Five of Swords could be because, see, when you lower your energies, when you drop into very primal energies, into locked and loaded into 3D, right, entrenched in that, what's going to happen is you're going to piss people off because your energy is completely imbalanced. So your broken masculine is pissing people off. They're not getting along with everyone. And it's creating an internal battle. Okay? So let's keep going. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune is sideways. Why is that sideways? Usually upright means everything's going to go well. The karmic wheel is turning. You've got the opportunities for good things to happen is there. When it's sideways, someone's blocking the energy, which is, oh my God. And I just threw a card as I was about to shuffle, just literally bounced out of my deck. I kid you not. And what came through to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, which is sideways, which is blocked energy, and is the Queen of Pentacles upside down. That Queen of Pentacles represents Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. When she's upside down, that's not good. She's uprooted. She's not balanced. Could even be money problems. Tell me more. The Two of Pentacles, juggling material concerns, into the King of Pentacles upright. So some of you listening to this, forget gender specifics, okay? Forget about kings and queens right now, okay? We're asking the question about the broken masculine. What's going on? And I'm feeling very strongly that the Queen of Pentacles is more in her emotional world, right? Inner dialogue, inner world, and she's completely messed up. She's completely uprooted, and because the Queen of Pentacles upside down is actually juggling things, material concerns, duties. It could be money problems. Again, that's coming up into the Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, and that's a very grounded energy. What happens when the divine a divine feminine and broken feminine gets triggered, okay? She comes into her masculine energy. She has to become the man in the house. And so I'm going to just say that, definitely here we're seeing the connection of the twin flame. Again, King and Queen of Pentacles, twin flame connection, right? And when you guys are good, you're fucking awesome. But when you're not, boy. Two of Wands, why is that here, please? Why is there stagnation? Justice is demanding to right the wrongs. Five of Cups is disappointments. Into the Strength card, which is number 8, which is Leo energy, and it's all about the battle between the ego and the soul. I don't see it as someone walking and just, it's not a 9 of Wands energy at all, wounded warrior. This is an energy that I look at when I see Strength card. I see the battle between the ego and the soul, the maiden and the lion. The maiden being the soul, the lion being the ego, the primal urges, right? So let's keep going. 8 of Wands, what's going on with that? For some of you, it is distance. Chariot came up as well as 8 of Wands. Again, the meaning's morph for me. And here's another card popping out. And the 4 of Cups is here again. It's here twice. The 4 of Cups is a refusal or ignoring an opportunity. 5 of Cups it's interesting too, because 4 of Cups has 3 cups on the floor, and there's 1 cup being offered, it's being ignored. And then the 5 of Cups, there's 3 cups on the floor, and the universe is saying, turn around, there's an opportunity for a new relationship, a new beginning. And the person is so cynical that they're only looking at what's failed. And that's both the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups twice. That means that there's this inability to believe that this can really, really happen, okay? That this shift, this magical shift for union can happen. And again, the monkey mind is being left to run amok. Let's keep going. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the sun. Sun is usually healing. And High Priestess, that's pretty powerful. Very powerful. I'm going to declare that. Is that the divine broken masculine? Page of Swords. The Tower again. No. Is this the divine feminine? Yes, it is. Okay, listen up. The love offer is being refused. The sun to the High Priestess is clarity and downloads and dreams and numbers and names appearing on billboards or whatever the hell, right? And so the divine feminine is here, is present in this reading. And she knows what this, when I asked if this was the broken masculine, I got the Page of Swords, spy energy, learning curve, the Tower, again, the collapse, and justice. So what's happening is you guys are picking up on what's happening with your broken masculine, right? Your runner, okay? And it feels as if you guys are becoming more transcendental because, again, check it out. We've got the sun, the High Priestess, and clarified with the sun again. It's you. You guys are you're getting healed. You're understanding. You're being transcendental. You're rising out of the ashes. And that's really, really what's happening here, okay? Meanwhile, some of you might have your broken masculine spying on you. Maybe not just spying on you, but also refusing to learn new things, new attitudes. Because Page of Swords is a messenger of many, many things. But when you've got the Tower to justice, justice is being served. In other words, they're getting their ass kicked, okay? And the reason is because we've got 2 towers on this reading. 2. That means that the universe, the way the universe works with a twin flame. So let me pause for a minute and explain something to you, because many of you are new to me. When a twin flame is, I don't care if you're a masculine and feminine, comes into incarnation, because again, there's you will, if you've ever had your past lives done or you've ever had downloads, you'll realize that some of your past lives, you don't see your twin nowhere is your twin. You've had incarnations without your twin hundreds, thousands of times. So when you are incarnated at the same time, within the same time frame, right, it's a big bloody deal. There was an agreement, okay, to overcome egoic, narcissistic, how do you say this? Self-destructive behaviors, self-loathing from other incarnations. In other words, there's an agreement, okay? There's the council that talks about it. You've got your guide that talks about it. You've got soul tribe that talks. Everyone talks about it and says, okay, we're going to do this, X, Y, and Z, and you guys are finally going to incarnate again. And so when the twin runner, okay, runs, okay, the universe is going to kick them in the shins and then kick them, you know what I'm saying? And then smack them in the head. And tower moments can be a car accident, loss of money, loss of job, breaking your leg, getting an STD. I'm not joking. And doing some jail time, and so forth. And so it's intense. And a smart, spiritually aligned human being, right, will ask, wait, hang on, what is the universe trying to tell me, right? And a 3D entrenched, cynical twin will never ask those, oh, it's just bad luck. It's just, no, dude, you're being asked to ask the right spiritual questions. What in the hell is going on? Does that make sense? Once the twin is going through a spiritual awakening, this twin runner will actually start getting downloads and accept those. This is a word download, or this was a word dream about my twin. But I'm not going to gaslight it. I'm going to explore it. This is why it's very important for you guys to understand that when your twin is a runner, I've seen it every time I do readings for clients and the twin has been running for years. Yeah, I see tower moments. I see devil cards. I see 9 of wands, 9 of swords, 10 of all kinds of shit. Okay, let's keep going. The sun is here twice, by the way. Actually, the sun is here 3 times. I'm using I'm using 1 deck and 2 clarifying cards. So right off the bat, I'm seeing 3 suns. Wow. So it's interesting too, because there's a lot of healing happening. And I felt Tower and possible ego death. Yes. I know my DM is going through the Tower moments. I feel it. Yes. The Sun. Tell me why it's here. Nine of Swords. Clarity. Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands. The Fool. And literally, this is not a new beginning. The Fool in this particular case is clarified with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We know that, but that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the fact that the Nine of Wands is a revolving door. It loops in and out of consciousness, and in other words, the Nine of Swords energy is this anxiety, not sleeping, having nightmares, having dreams, and it's making them crazy. And the Knight of Wands, the Fool, acting foolish. It's not a new beginning. It should be, but it isn't, because the Knight of Wands prevents that new beginning. What is the new beginning? A consciousness shift. A consciousness shift of an awakening, and there's a refusal here. I'm going to actually clarify one more time. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands, okay? The Eight of Pentacles, a learning curve, the Knight of Cups, into the King of Wands upside down. This is... The universe is saying, look, learn something new. Yes, we know you're not comfortable with this spiritual understanding. We know you might have not been raised to believe this. Or we know that you don't believe that you can actually get these psychic, telepathic downloads. We know that. Learn it. Nine of Cups, offer love to this situation. King of Wands upside down is really bad. It's fuck no. It's egoic. It's cruel. It's and it's all about, no offense, it can be about negative sexual energy, okay? Just putting that out there. Four of Cups, tell me more about the Four of Cups, please. The Seven of Pentacles, do I invest? Five of Wands, outside distractions. Outside, well-meaning friends who don't know Jack, who are saying, oh, twin flame universe says it's all a malarkey, there's no twin flame, and what you're feeling is probably trauma bonding, or and that you'll get over her. There's plenty of fish in the sea, her or him. So that is what we're seeing here. Now, what's interesting is the Four of Wands, which is 1111, marriage, commitment, and so forth, is also coming up. So again, let me recap. Four of Cups, a refusal of an opportunity of love. Seven of Pentacles, do I want to invest? What do I want to invest in? Into the Five of Wands, outside distractions, duties, marriages, children, friends, family, religion, stagnating belief systems, things like that. Into the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here, please? Into the Magician. Tell me more about the Magician. Into the Emperor. Tell me more about that. Into the King of Swords. Damn. Is this all of the masculine's energy? King of Pentacles. The masculine energy is going through the exposure. There's a couple things that are not good happening here. When you have the Magician next to the Emperor, next to the King of Swords, that is a narcissistic attitude. I'm not joking. But I think that this energy is going to shift out. Hang on for a quick second. Is the King of Pentacles a divine feminine? Yes. Tell me more. Got it. Tell me more. Okay, hang on. I'll explain this to you. Okay, so here we have... So... Let me recap, okay? So the Magician comes on with the... Now, Magician typically is a manifester, okay? But you go right into the Emperor to the King of Swords. You can't make this shit up. It is narcissistic attitude. That is not to say that your twin is a narc, okay? That's not... But there is this cold, masculine, cynical energy that refuses to let go of the 3D logic they're so proud to hold on to. When I saw the King of Pentacles, which was originally you in previous, I said, is this the divine feminine? And I got Six of Wands, conquering, triumphant, winning, Page of Pentacles, messages, into the Empress. Empress energy is the cornucopia of femininity, abundance, fertility, creativity, and so forth. And by the way, now we have the Magician and the High Priestess, which is a power couple. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. Unfortunately, the Queen of Pentacles is upside down, which is shit, to be honest. And hang on, let me make sure. High Priestess, Magician, Emperor, Empress. Yeah, I was gonna. So that's a power couple. That's telling me that many of you listening to me, yeah, you guys are on a twin flame journey, no doubt. All right, Judgment. Why is Judgment here, please? Five of Pentacles is feeling homeless. The star Aquarius energy is saying, let's make sure, let's heal. Wish upon a star. Let's get this done. And the Lovers comes back again saying, make a choice. Make a choice. Any choice. Tell me more about the choice to be made by the runner. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which is holding on to, it's a miserly energy holding on to shit. The Hierophant upside down. Hang on, am I correct? Oh no, okay. The Hierophant upright, sorry. I wanted to make sure. The Hierophant upright is a spiritual awakening. It's Taurus energy at the highest level of spiritual awakening. By the way, on the side note, Emperor is Aries energy. And Empress is Libra and Taurus energy. Just on a side note. Okay, let's keep going. The Hierophant is here. Four of Pentacles holding on to material concern. Hierophant is a spiritual awakening. Tell me more, please. Into the Ace of Cups. So, your twins is getting, your runners, your masculines. I'm going to call them broken masculines because, see, you don't become a divine feminine or divine masculine until you've come to a place of such brutal, radical truth-telling to the self that when you regress and you're aware of it, you're no longer broken. You'll witness it within yourself. Does that make sense? So a divine feminine or divine masculine could be hurt and not fully healed, highly aware of it. A broken masculine, broken feminine refuses to do the work and refuses to be radically honest with themselves. Does that make sense so far? And so, this is what's happening here. Any questions on this? Any comments or questions? I'm seeing some of the comments, but Aquarius energy. What does this mean? My partner is Aquarius. Sure, sorry, I'm new, I'm learning. I've pulled all these cards for myself. Thank you for the confirmation. Excellent, Ash. Making a lot of sense. And I go very fast because we have a lot to cover. Very, very fast, okay? So, any questions on this reading? The Ace of Cups was the last card. Bravo. It's new love. And new love, why? Oh, well, it's not new love, right? You might think, well, no, we're not new love. We've known each other for X, Y, and Z years. But it's new love because of the separation and because it is a new transformed love. You're not saving the marriage. You're not saving the connection with your runner, broken masculine. You're building a brand new relationship, which makes it new love. Do you understand? You're not saving something that was toxic as fuck in the first place. What you're doing is you're building something brand new. So for those of you that are going around to your twin flame runner, and you might be married to that person or you've lived with that person, you're not, don't ever say, I want to save our relationship, I want to save our marriage. That's the last thing you want to say, because that you don't want to save that marriage. That marriage is dead. Thank God, or else you wouldn't be here. You want to build a brand new marriage, commitment, situation, relationship on new rules of engagements and understandings. And that's why we're getting the Tower moments, because the Tower moments for the runner, for the broken masculine, is critical. You can't. So do you understand? You can't. That person needs to be so sick of having in their minds at this point bad luck. And they have to shift to, wait, hang on, what is the universe telling me? They have to get to that point. What is the universe, what is God telling me? What is going on here? Because no one has this kind of bad luck, right? Or suffering, or dark night of the soul. Not to this level. And so this is what this is about. I've been doing that saying, I want to save it. Good to know. Yeah, don't fucking save that shit. Save why? No, it's like saving trash. You don't save trash. So you save something brand new. You actually create something brand new. I'll tell you a story. I have that will really illustrate it for you, because it's not just my opinion. I was at the breast cancer symposium in Costa Mesa. I forgot the year, but I'd done a breast cancer book, a pillow book called Songs of Solomon, a breast cancer pillow book for breast cancer survivors and their lovers, okay? And it was like the Kama Sutra for breast cancer survivors. Okay, so with that said, so I went up to Susan Love, who had written a book. It was a massive book. It was called The Book of Breasts, okay? And she was a clinician and PhD, so forth. And I went up to her and I said, what is the advice you would give to people who have suffered breast cancer and how they can save their marriage? She goes, the minute cancer comes into play, that marriage, relationship, it's dead. It will never be the same. It can't be the same, because the woman, man, whatever, has been physically transformed. And so you have to build a brand new marriage, a brand new relationship, a brand new connection, brand new, based on new, the massive, frightening transformation that's gone on with the person and their body and their level of sex and understanding of their own sexuality and their acceptance of their new transformation, all that. So that's on. I'm sharing that with you because if that's true for cancer survivors, right, and their lovers, then it's definitely true for you guys who are in twin flame high level soulmates relationships. You don't want to save that shit. It's dead, and good riddance. And when you tell that to a masculine, believe it or not, because I've taught 30% of my clients are men. They're like relieved, because the whole point of them leaving, or it's not, and I'm not saying pointing fingers at you saying, it's your fault. What I'm saying is they're relieved because they're an opportunity to build something completely fresh and new and exciting. And men love plans. They love to have plans. Men that don't have plans usually aren't too happy. So when you give a man a project, they're happy as fuck, because they feel like they're in service to the divine feminine. Okay, and that's something else we've lost. Is there anything we can do tomorrow's full moon? It's my birthday, by the way. Oh, happy birthday, Letty. Wow, happy birthday. I'm right now, whatever rituals you guys want to do is really up to you. I think that the full moon is in Gemini, by the way, and at 1:16 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when the full moon reaches its zenith, which in the East Coast would be 4:16. Central would be, I believe, 2:16 a.m. Again, a.m. times, okay, obviously. But so if you want to connect with the moon on that level and work on this, then of course, do whatever you want. Sage your twin remotely, sage yourself first always, work on your chakras always, and then work on your twin's chakras remotely. You guys are remote healers. You got to really understand this is your twin. Don't go out there running around trying to find someone to put a spell, or don't go into believing in that malarkey, okay? All of us have lineage trauma, all of us, in every lineage we embody, every race, every background you can imagine. And so it's not a curse, it's called trauma. And that's why we're incarnated in these particular lineages that we've chosen to heal family trauma dynamics, okay? It's not a curse so much as that, okay? So I continue to clear his chakras even if I try to detach. Yes. Oh my God, we can sage and work on chakras remote? Absolutely, why not? Absolutely, of course you can. I don't know if you guys knew that, but yes, you can. You can do pretty much anything you want. It's like, as long as it allows the twin to have free will. And healing someone isn't manipulating their free will, okay? You're not doing it from a place of, like sending really negative vibration to a twin or their person that they're with, their beloved lover, whatever the hell you want to call it, or their children. If you do that shit, yeah, good luck. It will boomerang back on you. So don't do that at all. And that's what I mean by being transcendental, okay? Before you met your twin, you had sex with other people, they had sex with other people. And now that they have left your side for whatever reason, each of your stories are individual, they are doing that. And that can be very, very difficult. It's very, very triggering. But you have to sit with that and try to figure out how you can overcome that and forgive that. So when they come back, I'm not talking about cheaters that are constantly cheating, okay? I'm talking about the fact that if you have a broken masculine who's constantly cheating, yeah, that's some healing that needs to happen straight up. It's not something to be accepted. It's not something that you would accept as in coming back to union with your twin. You would have to say, look, I hope you've worked out why you're an F-boy. You know what I mean? Just saying. All right? I hope you worked out why. Because it's typically, and you would be amazed at how many broken masculines have been, and divine masculines, but the divine masculines have worked through it, sexual trauma as children. This is common. And I don't know why women don't know that, because it's common. There was a video once that was going around, I believe, in YouTube or Instagram, where there were women reading the stories of abuse And then the women were told, yeah, it happened to Jim and Daniel and Eric. And women were shocked, and hugging the person whose story they had just read out loud. And they had assumed that it was the story of a woman, not of a man. So we need to kind of like have a little more compassion. I did a video today. You might want to look at it and realize and check it out. All right. Thank you, Jillian. And he said those exact words. My twin kept coming back and forth to me, and he said it's a change in mind, which he does in free will. He said those exact words. Good. I'm overcome, if at all. I'm at point that I'm releasing and letting go, starting to feel at peace. Good. Chakra. Yes. Yeah. When you work on your chakras, you become transcendental. The pain doesn't go away, but you become like a pregnant woman giving birth. You become transcendental to the pain because the pain now has a purpose. And sadly, I don't know. What can I say on that? Any questions on that? Any other questions that you want to ask for the collective on a reading? Anything at all? Because one of the things I think I did before, we did the chaser a couple times, and now we're doing the runner. And so the question I think with the runner is, I'm not feeling, the downloads I'm getting is that the twin runner is not, the broken masculine is not going to wake up this year. It was like a lightning strike. Yeah, I hear you. I don't feel like there, but let's go ahead. I'm just going to do it. I'm feeling more at peace every day. Good. That's excellent. So there's something falling over you in protection. Maybe, you're not supposed to be, this is not the time. And so you're getting mercy, and you've given it to yourself, Kim. All right, so let's look at if the twin broken masculine is going to wake up this year. But what the hell? So again, right, left, or middle. Right, left, or middle when you're ready. And whoever, I'll take the collective, the majority. Right. Okay. Left, middle, right. So I'm getting right. Hang on. Let me see. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of rights. I'm going to go right. All right. So the star is here. Aquarius energy, healing, wish upon a star, number 17. 17 is beautiful. Star of the Magi, beautiful. However, it's an 8. It's karma has to be paid. So what it means ultimately is that this person needs to wake up. The 3 of Wands is an opening. The ships are coming in. The portals have opened. It's time. Page of Wands is passion and communication. Into the Temperance. Angel Michael is going and allowing a transformation to occur. Into 6 of Wands, conquering hero. Into the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a very armored feminine energy. There's no doubt it's a feminine energy, which can still be embodied by the broken masculine. There's no problem with that. We know that. But the Queen of Swords is also reflecting to Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy, just to be clear. However, I'm getting more of a heartbreak. 3 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands. Again, third party. We're getting third party. It keeps coming up. Into the Tower. Did you see that? Into the Sun. What happens when there's a tornado? What happens when there's a major catastrophe, calamity? Well, 24 to 48 hours, everything's calm. And you can see clearly now. And so that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing the star into the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, the portals have opened. Page of Wands, communicate. It's saying communicate, grow, wake up into the Temperance. Again, light beings are involved. Why? Because you're twin flames. Why? Why does it matter that you're twin flames? Because you matter more than you think on the balance of the planet. Think of you guys as quartz crystals, and many of you are in places in the world where you don't want to be there, including jobs you don't want to be at, and you're wondering why am I trapped in this situation? It's because your energy is needed, and so you have to understand you have divine appointments that were, it's almost like you making an appointment for your doctor, except you made it for 3 or 4 years before. And yes, jobs, feel trapped, 9 to 5. Exactly. So why? Well, there's a lot of reasons why. One is lack of self-worth, lack of trust in the universe, and lack of feeling that you are ready to strike out on your own in the spiritual and having a heart-centered business. Okay? My twin is a Gemini male, and I just saw his name in this live. Fantastic. All right, so let's go right into the Three of Wands to the Three of Swords. Three of Wands, Three of Swords is definitely third-party energy. And the third party, again, let me reiterate, doesn't always have to be another person, another lover. It doesn't. But it still creates the Three of Swords, a broken heart. And the Tower, after a broken heart, is like it's like the curtains have been ripped down, and the universe is saying, fuck this, you're not listening, wake the fuck up. The sun is right here proving it. Wake up, see the light. And in that also is healing. So let me clarify again, the star. Let me clarify with the star what's going on. Why is the star here, please? Why is this star? And if I'm too loud, let me know on the cards, because I remember listening to this before and I was like, damn, that's loud. Seven of Cups is upside down. I love it. Do you know why? Because it says, I'm not confused anymore. I've got decisions to make, and I'm going to make it. Tell me more about the star. The King of Pentacles is upright, and the star. Star. Is this about the broken masculine? Is this the evolution that happens? Into the Five of Cups, into the Three of Swords, into the Seven of Swords. This is definitely lying, cheating, stealing energy. This is somebody who's actually probably with someone else. Just being honest on that. I hate it. I hate to say that to you. But it's Three of Swords to the Seven of Swords. There's no doubt third party. Okay? A person. Okay? Just saying. And that's not true for all of you. Just being clear. But for some of you, that's happening. And the person is not being grounded. You're the King of Pentacles. Because when I asked the star if that was, if I recall what I said, the King of Pentacles to the star is energy, and I asked if that was a broken masculine, and it feels like, yes, I'm getting that, but I also feel that you are trying to, and many of you are feeling betrayed. 10 of Swords, 10 swords in the back, you're exhausted. 9 of Wands energy into the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. Are you thinking about me? So let me ask, is it a mutual? The Temperance, yes, it is mutual. Temperance, again, is Angel Michael coming in and helping with the transformation, because this is not going to happen unless there is transformation. Tell me about the Three of Wands, please. The King of Wands, it's a go-getter energy. The 10 of Wands, there are burdens to be dropped. The 8 of Swords, prison of his own mind. It's a swaggering energy. By the way, it's a fire energy, by the way, fire zodiac signs. But again, 8 of Swords. So this person, this broken masculine, is playing like all's well, right? Please don't look at their social media, because they're full of shit. They're not happy. Because here we have them being 8 of Swords, prison of their own mind, 10 of Wands, carrying burdens and not letting go. Tell me more about this energy. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. King of Swords. Yeah, so there's this swaggering energy, and they're going through a transformation of wanting material things to soothe their false ego, and to the King of Swords. King of Swords to the Queen of Swords. Soulmate, twin flames, and separation. Okay? All right. So, yeah, it doesn't look good. So do you see here? Swaggering energy, King of Wands, into the King of Swords energy, which is a very armored, it's actually a really cold-blooded, cynical 3D'er. Okay? So tell me more about the Page of Wands. What's going on here? The Knight of Cups is an offer of love. The Four of Pentacles is holding on to material concerns. It's a miserly energy. Into the Emperor. Who's offering this love, please? Or is he being asked to offer this love? Tell me more. The 8 of Wands, communication, justice, righting the wrongs. Into the Moon, upside down, which means everything is clear. So it is him or her in the masculine energy that is being asked, offer love, right the wrongs, justice card. Into the Emperor energy, which again, this is not good, because the Emperor energy is my way, the highway. When I asked to clarify if it was that person, I got the 8 of Wands, the Justice card, and the Moon upside down, which means all secrets have been revealed. Everything's being revealed. Again, remember the question was, are they going to wake up this year? Okay? All right, let's keep going. Temperance card. Why is it here? 2 of Wands, stagnation. 5 of Swords, internal conflict. 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Really? Is it emotional fulfillment? Are you kidding? Tell me more. Death, transformation. Yeah, it's this single energy, and it's the my way, the highway. Again, this is a swaggering, arrogant, 3 deer. Death, transformation is being asked, and the emperor is holding back transformation. Is saying, I don't want to transform. I know I'm right, and I know this connection. I'll eventually get over it, and I'm not going to wake up. This means this. It's not logical. Oh my God, it's not logical. 6 of Wands. Why is that here, please? 6 of Wands, remember, is triumphant. It's winning battles, winning the war. 9 of Wands is in and out, revolving energy. It's a player card energy, by the way. 8 of Cups is walking away into something more. Page of Swords is a learning curve, spy energy as well. Why is the Queen of Swords here, and what's going on? The 8 of Wands, communication. The Queen of Cups is in her heart. The lover is a choice. What is she choosing? Is this the divine feminine, please? The King of Cups, the 6 of Cups. This is beautiful, man. You guys can't let each other go, because ultimately your default nature as soul beings, forget these egoic frameworks that is creating the shit show you guys are living through. In your truest self, you are the embodiment of the King and Queen of Cups. Into the 6 of Cups, which is I've had past lives with you. I know you. We've 6 of Cups twice. You are not the King and Queen of Swords. You are the King and Queen of Cups. The lovers is a choice. Choosing, you keep choosing this person. You can try to break away from this connection until the cows come home. You might even meet other people, other high level soulmates, or soulmates that are interesting and that make you think twice, and could be your lovers for a while. But ultimately, the 4 of Pentacles show me you can't let go. What can't they let go of, please? The 4 of Wands, the 11. It's like, fuck. It's like, I can't believe this. You guys can't let go. You can't let go of the 4 of Wands, which is marriage, commitment, 11. So let's go ahead and continue. 3 of Swords, why is it here? What's going on? Let's look at that. And then I'll do an oracle reading after this. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords. Why is this here? Page of Pentacles, nonchalant communication, the Moon, confusion. Into the 3 of Cups, third party. It could be a reunion. Let me ask. Is it reunion? 10 of Pentacles. Tell me more. Into the 9 of Pentacles upside down. Yeah, listen, don't give yourself up, okay? You are not to lobotomize your power. Do not lower your energy to match your broken twin. That's what I'm saying. So you are going to be, so many of you are going to be in union, 10 of Pentacles, family, legacy, the whole bit. But the 9 of Pentacles shows me, okay, energetically speaking, that you might actually lower your frequency because they need to step up to you, not you stepping down to their energy. Does that make sense? You are not to, when you come into contact with your twin, you are not to talk BS. You're to talk high level conversations, transcendental conversations, and so forth. Does that make sense? It's not boundaries. That's already a no-brainer. You're not welcome mats. So we already know that. What we're being told for you to do is to realize that when they come, tell me more about this 9 of Pentacles upside down. It means do not bend yourself like a pretzel to fit their energy. Don't say no to the bullet train of ascension. Don't miss your ride to ascension, okay? Because you want to heal them and save them and all crap. Listen. This would be like a mother letting her child make mistakes, except her child's an adult child. And there's a point where you have to, and this is hard, okay? This is really, really hard for the divine feminine to swallow that. But you're going to have to let go and let the twin basically get slammed by the universe, okay? To growth. So the 3 of Wands, the portals are opening. So there's an awakening happening. Tell me about the Tower. Oops, sorry, hang on. Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here? What is going... Did you see all these towers? 5 of Pentacles, feeling homeless. I can't find home. I'm homeless, okay? Justice is asking for justice. King of Pentacles again, grounded energy. That's incredible. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. Is that... Hang on. Is this divine feminine's energy, please? The Fool, a new beginning. The Ace of Wands, creativity. The 4 of Cups, refusing an offer. Is that what the divine feminine is seeing? The 7 of Swords upside down means there's no more lying, cheating, and stealing. The 9 of Swords is anxiety. Tell me more. The 5 of Cups is disappointments. And the Hierophant is a spiritual awakening, which will come from the twin having to literally, the runner, the broken masculine, to go within and go introspective, caveman time. In other words, caveman time. Are they going to heal? The Five of Wands, outside distractions. The Two of Swords, stagnation. The Knight of Cups. Is the Knight of Cups him? The Queen of Pentacles. Fantastic. Yeah, so what happens is you're going to have, I hate to say this, yeah, homeless, because home is where the heart is. Homeless. And in some cases, they could be homeless, quite literally, but homeless. Does that make sense? All right, let's keep going. The Sun. The last card was the Sun. Let's look at this. Why is the Sun here? What does it mean? High Priestess. I fucking love this reading. I love this reading. The High Priestess. So remember, the question was, will the broken masculine wake up? Right? The Sun is here with the High Priestess. Is the High Priestess the broken masculine, please? Ten of Swords. The Three of Cups. Into the Tower. If this is a trip. Hang on, okay? Is this her? Tell me more. All right, my friends, one more, please. Okay, perfect. Tell me more. Okay, gotcha. All right, so here's what I'm going to tell you. So the Sun is being clarified by the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. High Priestess is divine connection, psychic connection, telepathy, so on and so forth, downloads, right? All of that. Dreams, waking up with tears on your face, not knowing, but knowing you dreamed of your runner, broken masculine twin. And so that's here. It's also showing me the Six of Pentacles, a balance of give and take. Again, now we're having a grounded energy with the Queen of Pentacles. There's two Queen of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles, grounded energy, motherly, nurturing energy, being calm through the storm. And when I asked if this was also the divine masculine, 10 of Swords, 10 swords are in the back. It's a betrayal. Because the the broken masculine is getting the same types of downloads you are, similar, you know what I'm saying? They might actually wake up from a dream and remember the dream and go about their business, trying to forget it, shake it off, or waking up knowing they dreamed of you, but not knowing the content of that dream, and again, ignoring it. They are betraying themselves. 10 swords in the back, 3 of cups, outside distractions. Could even be drinking. And finally, the Tower. The Tower is here again. When I asked if it was you guys, Page of Cups is loving messages. The Hangman is waiting and seeing things from a different transcendental perception, perspective, to the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Knight in shining armor. Knight of Pentacles is a great energy because it is waiting and it's walking very slowly with new understandings. The problem is that you're probably going to feel like you want to just bail, and it's going to hurt you with the 10 of Swords. You're going to actually start being your own, you're going to beat yourself up. But the final for you individually, as you don't wait for the broken masculine and you trust divine timing, and you trust while you're in separation, and you work and walk towards your own mission, right? Your own self-liberation from a 9-to-5 job, from not writing your book, from not, completely doing a 180 in your life, your personal life, right? The time of being alone is fantastic for you. Though believe me, I've been in the dark night of the soul. The ones with the twin flame dark night of the soul are nowhere near your basic depression. That shit will if you make it out of there, which many of you have, you were baptized by fire. Let me just say, baptism by fire, my friend. And you were wrought like a Japanese samurai sword. I'm not joking. Okay, so if you can go through this process, a new beginning in the material world is given to you. Ace of Pentacles. Why? Because you need to co-create a new life for yourself. Do you understand? That's why some of you are very much in separation. I'm not joking. And finally, the 6 of Wands is triumphant. You're fighting through bullshit, battles with family, battles with your own mind, wars within your own self deprecating attitudes, and you're coming in as a 6 of Wands, which is a triumphant warrior, yes, whatever. And this is because you are going through this path. They're showing me you guys walking barefoot on broken glass, and suddenly I'm actually seeing this as I say this to you, and the broken glass turns into sand. And there's a new horizon. And you become enough unto yourself as the sun is rising. A dawn into your new self. So clearly some of you you have to co-create a new life. If you were in union with your broken twin right now, you'd be running behind them. You keep coming in as the King of Pentacles, which is a fatherly, beautiful energy, or as the Queen of Pentacles, which is a motherly, nurturing energy. And you might be giving more than you're getting. And that means that you're not giving, so you'd still stay in the 9 to 5 or a job you can't stand, wondering why you're trapped when, and the universe is giving you the time to actually make some radical changes and taking training. Like Jen just got certified, right, for Reiki, right? And many of us have started heart-centered businesses. And it takes, if you guys don't have little children to raise right now, and you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, believe me, you're being asked to step up. Because if you were in the bubble love of a broken twin flame masculine, and no, non-gender specifically, let's be clear on that one, you're going to be so busy fucking working this out and trying to make it work, and instead of working on your lifestyle, not just your spiritual understanding of who you are and your value to the world, your voice matters, but the way you live your daily life. Does that make sense? So I'm not asking you to quit your job today. That's not the point of this. But you need to journal and to start asking yourself what you need to do to make it happen, right? Single mom to a toddler and finally start something that aligns with me. Beautiful. Fantastic. I'm moving out of that, transitioning into a line of work. It's interesting, whenever I think of reunion, I keep thinking I'm not ready, which means he's not. Which means you're not either, by the way. Yes, the depression is almost life-threatening. Yeah, it is. I know that's right. 30 pounds lighter too. I'm walking towards my own light. Fantastic. Good old Knight of Pentacles. The Tower. Yeah, exactly. So you see the Tower is showing you that your twin needs a lot of time away from you. That doesn't mean again, I better say this because I've seen new people come on. That doesn't mean block your twin. I do not like people saying that to twin flames, that you block your twin. There are a couple rules of engagement. You do not tell your twin you're a twin. Never. You don't do that. That's not good. You do not block your twin unless your twin is wildly abusive, narcissistic. And I had a really well-known psychologist, okay, who's a narcissistic expert, okay, and you can check it out on my live that I uploaded on YouTube, which is Sacred Intimacy Tarot on YouTube, same name, just on YouTube, and you can look it up. It's Anushka, and Anushka came on. We talked about that. If you think you're in a twin flame journey, and it could be that it's a narc, and I hate when people say that. They'll say, oh, if it's your twin, he wouldn't be a narc, she wouldn't be a narc. If it's your twin, it wouldn't be No, they're talking about twin rays. Twin rays are not twin flames. How do I know that? Because I know them personally. I've got some clients. I've said, you're actually not twin flames. And they'll laugh going, yeah, it never connected with me. All the connections worked. All the toxic shit, it isn't ours. I go, no kidding, because you're twin rays. Of course it isn't yours. Okay? Does that make sense so far? So you really need to look at some of the shit I've posted on YouTube. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I don't block, but he blocks me. Yeah, he's a baby. He's a no offense, he's a coward. Because there's no reason to block anyone, okay? There's no reason to block anyone unless they're calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning, abusing you with abusive language, threatening you. That's when you block people, okay? But for the most part, you do not block people at all. And by the way, on the side note, there's star 69, which you basically can always leave a voicemail. But don't be crazy, okay? Don't start stalking people. That's a bad idea. But ultimately, what I'm going to say to you is that that's why I went and asked her if she could come on my live one day. And she was very grateful. I have been gracious to give her time and her expertise. And she shared her own personal twin flame journey. You can check it out. And you'll understand that you're not fucking crazy. So, having said that, don't block your twin. Be transcendental. As much as you can, It's you having literally a fight between your ego and your soul. It's a damn exorcism. I'm not joking. It's fucking crazy, the shit that we get triggered by that comes from mommy and daddy and past lives. I'm not kidding. If your daddy was a cheater, that's gonna and your twin's like flirting with a chick, that's gonna trigger the fuck out of you. If your mom was always questioning you and putting you down, and you were the masculine, the minute your twin flame feminine starts questioning, it's gonna trigger the shit out of you. Okay, so you've got to really understand, like, what is it in my twin who's a runner that is triggering, and then start connecting the dots to who in your family dynamics it matches that behavior. Okay, like I'll be honest, my twin is both my mom and my father. So you can imagine, right? And ultimately, I had to kind of obviously heal that within myself. He couldn't heal that. And it's funny too, because every once in a while he still kind of toggles into that thing. But to be honest, he and I are both healing very well, because we're not allowing our egos to take root in our connection anymore. Whereas before, it was soul connection and recognition, excuse me, but it was also all ego. It was all ego. That was really, I would say it was like 30% soul, and I'm being generous, okay, and 70% ego. That's you can't run a relationship, no matter who you're married to, by the way, or you're with. It was my mom for me. What did you do? What I did is I had conversations with my mom. She was dying. I brought her home to die, and I was able to heal some of the stuff, and I was able to just, like, if I'm being triggered, I'll be disappointed in myself, but I can't, and I'll tell my twin, this X, Y, and Z triggered me, and he's responding with a lot of compassion. But helping my mom pass away was like probably one of the most healing thing that I ever went through. It was, I highly recommend it to I mean, unless your mom's beat the shit out of you and put you in a closet and did all kinds of awful things. If your mom didn't do that, all she did was, she was narcissistic, covert, over, whatever. Yeah, work with your mom, especially when she's on her way out. Like, make sure try to be there, because you can do a lot of beautiful lineage healing. Okay, I see companion could be a compassion. Okay, so my twin and my mom who abandoned me have the same birth chart, zodiac, and yeah, you can't make that shit up. That's crazy, B. Wow. Yeah, so many masculines are so much in their ego. They're in their ego because they have been shut down. The way they were don't forget who raised your broken masculine. Okay, let's not forget who the fuck women raised those boys into men. Okay, quite often. Okay, so right off the bat, you're going to and women tend to either abuse the boy because he reminds them of the father who's not there, or whatever, or some kind of mishap, whatever that is. And it takes a hell of a divine feminine not to pull that shit with her children, her male children, if she's having issues with the father. Do you understand? So there's that. There's a lot of moving parts. And so the divine masculine regresses because all boys and all girls are born divine, all of them. And they fall, they get broken. They get broken by systems, social systems, and public school, private school, education. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. And family dynamics that have their own toxic habits that go back generations. So there's all of that. But when you are transcendental, you're so aware of it. You're so in a place of witness and compassion that you can actually disengage the sticky mess that is those toxic patterns. Okay? So your broken masculine is going to be awakened. Many of them are going to be awakened this year. Many of them, they're showing me the first, second quarter of 2024, and some they're showing me 2025. Why? Because the broken masculine not only was basically shamed for crying. Again, I've heard, I've worked with women and men all over the world. You got to understand this, and I hear how women are. If I don't get my I'm gonna make him pay for it, or like there's a weird cruelty that we do, that we allow, and it's generated by anger towards the masculine, and the masculine is angry at the feminine. That's why you'll have a cougar. I'll give you really bad examples, but they're archetypes of bad behavior. One will be a cougar who will never make eye contact with her young lovers. Another would be a toxic masculine who will only date women who are between the ages of 18 and 25. That's toxic shit. Okay? And men and women like that, you can't really talk sense to them. Okay? But they're both angry at the opposite gender. That's anger. That's not love. Okay? There's a difference here. And when you have broken people that are, but they're broken because their heart is still bleeding, that is a twin runner that you can actually bring back. You know what I mean? So when we saw this reading today with a lot of Knight of Swords and the Emperor, some of you have some narcissistic twins. That's a hard one. Because Sam Vatkin, who is a professor, triple PhD, says that the only way to heal narcissism is through what he calls cold therapy. He calls it cold therapy. Look it up. He invented this. And he said it's childhood therapy. Because it's not the adult that became a narcissist, right? It's the adult that became a narcissist. But all of that trauma started in their childhood. So you have to do childhood therapy techniques. And it works. He's brought people back out of that. But it comes from self-awareness. Does that make sense so far? Let me see. Any questions here? Yes, that's what happened to my masculine and his mom. Yeah, I worked in hospice for 17 years, help people pass that abuse you is very hard. Yeah, it is hard. It's very interesting to see how much psychology also plays in this journey. Oh, psychology, politics, social mores. It's all intertwined. I keep seeing 10, 10, 11, 11, 3, 3, 2, 2, 11. Yeah, me too. I'm seeing those same numbers too. Kim, very good. My twin and my mom. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm seeing, I love those numbers. 10, 10, 11. 10, the address I'm looking to move into, it comes out to 10, 10. Narcissism starts as a protection mechanism in child. It's actually kind of tragic. Yes. But again, it's a choice, because a lot of kids come out of narcissistic families and they come out to be empaths. Okay? So it's a choice. But, what can you do? Yeah, 1010 is one of our numbers. It is 1212. Yeah, I see 1212 a lot too. It's crazy. And 1111. I'm still seeing a lot of 1111. So, okay. So we're going to go and do a oracle reading. And you guys vote. Are we going to do an oracle reading that is important for the broken masculine, or are we going to do one about you? So I need you guys to vote. Go ahead and let me know. Say just about me, or say BM, broken masculine. I'll understand. BM. Sounds a little wild. All right? Masculine. Us. Me, DF. Okay, let me see. Masculine. I'm getting a lot of me. BM, broken masculine. Okay, so we're going to do the broken masculine. I'll tell you what, because I think I'll do both. How's that? Fuck it. Let's just do both. All right, so I'm going to do the broken masculine first. And just know that when your broken masculine is going right into another relationship, he's that's not good. Because that's not how it works. That is avoidance. Big time. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards. And again, I need you guys to be involved. You're going to pick from the bottom, top, or middle. Bottom, top, or middle. So let's give it about 20 seconds. And if it's too loud, because I keep shuffling in front of you guys, and I just, it's, let's just look. I know. Middle. Okay, I'm going to stop. Bottom. Middle. Hang on. Bottom, middle, bottom. I'm going to do bottom. All right. Reassurance of the golden light. 36. 36 is God's number. It's a beautiful woman in a toga. And her higher self is exploding into a empowerment. Remember, this was for the broken masculine. Remember that. 36, okay? And I'm going to read that, and then the sun is setting, and then I'm going to do you, and then we'll be done, okay? All right. So let me go right into this reading. This is beautiful. All right. So close your eyes and listen with your body as well as your eyes. I mean, your ears. 36, reassurance of the golden light. The golden light comes to you. Remember, this is for the broken masculine. Okay. The golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe, an experience of divine comfort, and a sign of hope. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, are going to work out perfectly. They are held in the graceful hands of the divine and will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you might expect. Yes, there are miracles happening. All right. The golden light is a very real phenomenon, although you may only perceive it when you are particularly relaxed and feel connected to the inner vision of your heart. Whether your conscious perceive energies or not, they remain real and powerful. If you could see the golden light clairvoyantly, it would look similar to the golden rays of a setting sun. The warm, loving glow is cast over your heart and mind when the golden light is shining upon you. If you are in a room, when it comes upon you, you may wonder if a light has been switched on somewhere. Okay, you know what it's showing me? That many of your broken masculine twins are going to start seeing phenomena. I'm not kidding. Like orbs, golden orbs in photos and things of that nature. They're going to see physical phenomena. And I'll tell you why. Because your 3D twin who's afraid of everything, right? Obviously. Afraid of loving, afraid of psychic powers, afraid of telepathy, afraid. And only believes in what they see. They're going to start showing them shit that they can't deny that they're going to see. Let's keep going. The glow is like a powerful lamp. Its warmth illuminating the space. Such comfort is connecting with your soul now, and you are encouraged to take a moment to imagine the releasing and reassuring feeling of it in your heart. Grace and divine assistance are always available, and there are times when the soul needs such spiritual support. Perhaps you are struggling with a particular difficult time in an initiation or a challenging choice lies before you. Do you remember how we kept seeing the lovers? And the choice kept coming up? Okay. You have taken a leap and just need to know that you are doing the right thing, and that even though you don't feel in control of what is happening, everything is going to work out. During these times when we are most in need, we can forget to ask for help. The golden light is given to you freely as a gift from the heart of the universe. It is letting you know that you are dearly loved child of the universe. It is reminding you that whilst the struggle to continue on the path with trust, patience, faith, and courage may seem almost overwhelming sometimes, the universe is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in your every step of the way. You are not alone. You are never forgotten. You are always loved and encouraged to take your journey. You are reminded that the universe is smiling upon you. The oracle is a token of spiritual friendship, a reminder that you are not alone. There are times when you will call upon the golden light because you are in need of loving consciousness, rather like your soul needing a hug. It is always okay to ask for this. You can use the invocation below. There are also times when you will spiritually sense that the golden light is already embracing your soul. This is such a moment. Listen, did you remember how we kept seeing Temperance card coming up again and again? Angel Michael going through a transformation. You need to transform, ladies and gentlemen. You need to transform, brothers and sisters. And that will capitulate your twin to accept these signs of transforming messages. You get that? There are also times when you'll spiritually sense that the golden light is already embracing your soul. This is such a moment. You are guided to allow yourself to feel peace in your heart, to let yourself feel better about things occurring in your life. The mind can make up stories about what is happening that might increase worry. Do you remember the Nine of Swords again, and Eight of Swords? Later, those stories are proven to be the workings of fear, not a faithful reflection of a truly loving and protective spiritual wisdom always flowing in your life. The golden light expresses a truly divine wisdom and love. It knows what is going to best serve the soul and how to deliver it. Sometimes that is all you need to know to be at peace. This oracle comes to you as a soul hug from the golden light of reassurance. The universe wishes to respond to you in a very specific way. It wishes to answer your prayers, even the prayers of worry and anxiety you made without realizing the universe was listening. What troubles you is already in the process of being resolved. The golden light says to you, I am with you now, and I'm always. Let me comfort you and bring you peace. Feel the beauty of my love. For you, all is well. Your twin, you may want to start visualizing your twin and sending your little girl or little boy to your little boy or little girl twin, the broken masculine energy. Okay? Because what I'm seeing here, what I'm feeling, is that they are going to be shown things that they've never seen before. And they will not be able to deny it because it will be repetitive. And I'm not talking about numbers. Okay? They're going to have lucid dreams that they can't shake because they will be repeated. Okay? All right. We're going to do the card for you. I promised I would do a reading for you. Same deck. Go ahead. Let me shuffle. And this is for the chaser or teacher, however you want to see it. Okay? When you're ready, pick bottom, top, or middle. Bottom, top, or middle. And I'll take the collective answer to that. Okay? Top. Okay, I'm going to stop. Middle. Thank you, love. Okay, let me see. More, if you can. All right, I'm going to go middle, guys. All right, Star Child. Holy shit. So this is like a psychedelic picture with planets all around and nature. Pachamama, Bhumi, Gaia. Okay? And the number is 8. 8 in Kabbalah numerology is paying karma. And I'm going to look at it. Hang on, let me look for it real quick. And we're going to read what this message is for you. All right, let's begin. So again, close your eyes, sit back, let's listen. Star Child, number 8. The light of the stars exists in you. Our earth wants you to share that light with humanity. Did you fucking hear that? You guys in 9 to 5 or dead-end jobs. Did you hear that? Let's say it again. The light of the stars exists in you. Our earth wants you to share that light with humanity. You're being asked to commit to your life on this planet truly and completely with the understanding that you are meant to be here and you have a special spiritual work to accomplish, even if your life appears to be ordinary in other ways. Did you hear that? It doesn't matter how mundane you think it is. Think of Julia Childs. She changed the way people nurtured people at home because remember, Julia Childs came at a time, she was a famous cook. I don't know if you guys know that. Where people didn't know how to cook. I mean, they didn't know how to cook like that. And there were TV dinners being pushed. Can you imagine TV dinners? And in her own way, she was a light bringer and a healer. I'm not joking. I'm actually being damn serious. So don't think you have to be a shaman, whatever. Let's continue. Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else, to another home in the stars. Did you hear that? Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else, to another home in the stars. Many of you with starseeds and you're homesick. Welcome to the club. We're all going home. Don't worry. But let's get some shit done while we're here. Let's continue. Instead, let the starlight of your inner being shine here on earth, where it shall make such a positive difference in the world. Let yourself fall in love with Earth's beauty. Did you hear that? Do you know how many people... I don't want to come back. I don't want to be here. I hate being here. I hate it. Sweetie pies, the Earth is not the problem. The assholes running the Earth is the problem. Let's not forget, this planet's incredible. You know how many hypnotherapy sessions I do where they come back as starseeds, my clients, and the planets are homogeneous? There's no diversity at all. This planet rocks. The people that are in charge are the problem. So let yourself fall in love with Earth's beauty as she supports you in all ways to have a truly amazing and beautiful experience of life. Shining one, you belong here on Earth. Have you been dreaming of other places you would prefer to be? Are you feeling tired, uninspired, wondering if there's any meaning to your life or anything more to life on this planet than suffering and struggle? Perhaps you know you have a mission, yet you doubt that you can succeed. I love this line. It's you. You know who you are. You know who this is for. You know who you are. Perhaps you love Earth and your life here, but deep within there is a yearning to experience the spiritual purity that you know exists in the higher vibrational fields of the stars and is yet to be readily available on our planet. You may feel like a tourist in need of a fix of your home language to endure the process of adapting to a very different world without losing touch with where you have come from. Grounding yourself here on Earth enables you to fulfill your life mission. You cannot accomplish this without feeling that you belong here. Plant your feet on Earth. Allow her to nourish and support you with her beauty, intelligence, and creativity. She can be your home if you allow yourself to love her. She is the garden in which your soul can grow and blossom, for you to experience the sensual wonder of being alive on this planet, to take your spiritual master's degree on Earth school. You need to relax and trust that you are meant to be here. I fucking love this card for you. Do you see why you're in separation? The Earth knows that you have a special light to share in a particular spiritual vibration to live, so that the quotient of the embodied spiritual light on our planet increases. In your heart, you already know the spiritual way, which humanity as a whole is only just beginning to learn. Humanity needs beautiful, loving beings like you here on this planet to help teach lessons of love, forgiveness, light, compassion, and wisdom. You are part of an important team of spiritual beings working to assist humanity to grow spiritually. The challenge for a star-seated soul is to accept human beings as they are without despairing over the dark side of humanity. The violence of life may frighten you, but your love is here to help humanity learn to use that violence as an energy to serve wisdom, as a passionate drive to dismantle old structures and create new ways of being. Did you guys hear that? Shall I repeat it? I think I shall. The violence of life may frighten you, but your love is here to help humanity learn to use the violence as an energy to serve wisdom, as a passionate drive to dismantle old structures and create new ways of being. It can be channeled consciously to energize humanity with hope, optimism, and a can-do attitude towards creating a kinder, more loving, and functional world. Yes, we can. And we do not consent of what's happening now. Hashtag we do not consent is a spiritual connection with the powers that be, the light beings, and the universal law of karma to say we do not consent. That's going to be important. As humanity continues to mature spiritually, there will be less need to act out of fear through violence and an increased ability to consciously receive and express love. You know, when 2008 happened, the Icelanders put a lot of bankers in jail. I don't know if you guys know that. It was the only country that did. Do you realize how everything is about spirituality and everything is about co-creating a new earth, and yet it deals with us getting our hands dirty with the system until we can emerge out of it clean? You need to rally your courage and commitment, remembering that you came to this planet to learn and to help heal others. You agree to take this journey because you can assist in showing the way so that Earth can evolve her frequency along with humanity into that rarefied spiritual vibration of unconditional love. It is possible, and you are helping make it so. There are 3 truths that will help you shift from hesitation to embrace your journey on this planet. Firstly, you always carry the purity of your star ancestry in your heart. The place you love so deeply is always there for you as a sacred temple within your heart that you can return through meditations or relaxations at any time of your choosing. You will often return to your starborn home during sleep to replenish your energies for your earthly missions. Although you may wonder if you have been cast out of your star worlds, the loved ones from that place are very aware of you and your journey here. They are always connected to you through your heart and are helping you every step of the way by sending you frequencies from home, like divine care packages, to continually fuel your spiritual energy for your earth journey. Secondly, many humans are capable of tremendous courage, compassion, and light. This is increasing. The effects of our world is part of the team of light loving beings spiritually supporting humanity at this time are being seen. You are so filled with love that you are actually capable of loving all of life on this planet, including having compassion even for those humans who are very wounded and fearful, and at times that and act that through violence, cruelty, and ignorance. Thirdly, as a star-seated being, you have special resources for your journey here on Earth. Your every spiritual respect and need will be met by a loving team of helpers as well as Earth herself. You get to have a lot of fun in your healing mission if you choose to. It doesn't only have to be hard work. Just remember that the stars shine with joy in the sky, and you can shine as a star with joy upon the earth. You are meant to be true to yourself and your own values and wisdom. This is how you can best fulfill your life mission. You need not feel anxious about the ways you are different. You are loved and needed exactly as you are. Be open to receiving healing through loving and grounded connections with the earth now. It is time for you to share in this higher reality of acceptance and love. Shine on. Wow, that was a hell of a card. That means you got to learn how to forgive your parents, your family, your twin, for basically betraying themselves and of course you. But firstly, they're betraying themselves. And you got to forgive them. And you got to find it in your heart. And that's why being transcendental is going to be a very important mission. And then you have to see your value. You have to see your value. Okay? You got to forgive yourself. Hang on for a quick second. Joy is a source of love, and love is a source of life. We have to keep healing and staying at high frequency. Yeah, you cannot make this up. I hear you. Amazing, right? The universe is there. The universe has your back and has your twins' back. And what's interesting, okay, I'm going to tell you how important voices are. And I'm going to bring up Gaza because this is going to be important, and Congo. Is that we have young people and elders who have stepped up like MFers, like they're incredible. And they're talking, and they never had voiced... you know what I mean? But now suddenly they're becoming massive influencers, okay? Massive. And they're allowing their hearts to speak for them, and they're conduits to truth. So however you want to first express your voice on the world stage is your business. I'm not telling you to do it. But I am saying to you that the twin flame journey, I'm generous when I say it's 1/5 of the pie. I'm gonna cut it into smaller pieces. It's 1/9 of the pie. If your twin flame can't awaken, won't awaken, though we saw that miracles can happen. First of all, you need to believe in miracles, and the first person who you need to trust is yourself, which many of you don't. You don't trust yourselves, and you don't trust that you have value. And I'm starting to see some of my clients doing content about spirituality that's quite beautiful. Okay, quite beautiful. But you have to be from a place of humility. Don't get caught up in your ego. Don't let your ego come in the way. Okay, because if you let your ego talk, you're fucked. Okay, you're not gonna do well. But if you let your heart speak and you ask Angel Michael, Raphael, whoever, archangels or source direct from God, right? Speak for you. Then and to use your throat chakra as a conduit to the message, then I'm going to just say, hey, you guys need to step up. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care if you do what I do, which a lot of clients are doing, is putting images and just talking, doing voiceovers. We all have our boundaries, right? I have my boundary. You'll never see a picture of me and my twin. I'm not here to prove jack to anyone. I'm very private, but you may be very comfortable being in front of the camera, and that's fine. Okay, you might actually cook. Mia is here. You may want to follow her. She does these wonderful vegan foods. I mean, fucking amazing food. Join our Discord. Get support. You're not alone. First of all, you have light beings. But if you feel like you are a Martian and you just land on planet Earth and no one understands you and you're awakening and all of that, then join our Discord group. We're actually going to start a Patreon to do a book club, a transcendental book club, and we're going to start reading books because that's going to be important for you guys. Okay, you need to educate yourself, spiritually speaking, so that you can educate your twin when they come back. Because if you loop back into the old patterns of your twin coming in and the bubble love and the sex or the kissy poo or whatever the hell it is, and that's all you guys are doing, yeah, you're not going to get into permanent union. It'll be a looping. Does that make sense? So Jen just pinned a comment on the Discord, so you guys can actually go on the Discord and go and get it done. Okay, join the Discord. It's there for you. And you'll find divine masculines talking about their chaser, which their runner, which is a broken feminine. How do you do it if you get a resistance from twin flame when teaching back lessons? Well, ask them what they're afraid of. Einstein dreamed EMC square. Honestly, I understand, Carla, and that's a very good question. But let me put it this, I'm going to put it to you this way. Unless your twin's sitting on a couple $1 billion and she thinks that they know everything, they might want to read the book, The Surrender Experiment. Because that guy's a billionaire. He didn't have to write The Untethered Soul. And he did not need to write these books. So he didn't do it for money. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Man's a multi-billionaire. He did it to teach people that the monkey mind is our enemy, it's our jailer, and that meditation is the way, and that he didn't say this, I'm saying this, and that when you meditate, your frequency is high, and when your frequency is high, money runs after you. It chases you. You don't chase it. Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. And I would say to my twin, what's wrong with you? Do you want to win or what? I mean, these are dudes that are like, shamans, they're warriors, and they're kicking butt, and this is the kind of stuff they're following. But you want to talk about what you believe in and what you don't believe in? Are you living the life you want to live? Are you where you really want to be? If you had $100,000 right now, are you doing what you really? And if they're so ignorant, I'm just going to be blunt, that they will say to you, yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you want to be, no offense, guys, don't get triggered. I guess you want to work at McDonald's. I guess you want to be, you want to work at a bank. I guess, again, none of us who are badasses dreamed of working at a bank, but many of us had to, okay? None of us wanted to be receptionists or whatever. And again, I'm not putting it down. I'm saying it was my dream. I wanted to be a fashion designer, a writer, and a spiritualist. And guess what? But it took a while. I was a late bloomer. And honestly, I'm not sad about it. Honestly. Because I'm realizing that I had to be in the trenches with people to understand what it was to live for your daily bread. Just being honest. However, just because that's my story doesn't mean it has to be your story in your 20s. If I could speak to myself in my 20s again, I'd say travel. Fucking travel. Get certified in yoga. Go to Bali. Go to Nepal. Explore. Who gives a shit? Get that passport. Go do things. And the universe will guide you to your mission. Okay? But I would have never told my 20-year-old self, work 6 days a week, 12-hour days. I would have told, don't do that. You're wasting your time. Okay? And that's a concept of self-worth. Okay? Does that make sense so far? I'm going to Spain. I know, sweetie. I'm saying I lived a life on those edges. I am all. Thank you. I need to hear thank you. No, I'm definitely not where I want to be. I'm surrendering. Exactly. I'm not seeing his name. I do not trust everything. Well, that's a problem. Because you need to trust yourself. I'm almost 70. That's wonderful. It's never too late. Grandma Moses started painting at 90. And she's a master painter. There's a famous, I think it was Agatha Christie, started writing it in her 40s. I can't come up with, Anais Nin, first published. I don't know if you guys know who Anais Nin is. She's a famous erotic writer. She wrote Delta of Venus. Anyway, the first time she was published, she was in her 70s. Okay? So not everyone is contracted with their own soul contract with the universe to be a success in their 20s and 30s. Some of us contracted to have some delays to become wiser and more compassionate. Maybe we had to rub off some arrogance from previous lifetimes. I'm just saying, I think that's my truth. It might not be yours, George, but I think it's mine. Kitty and I have been cuddling and listening to everything. Great. I wanted to go back to Thailand and visit the temples. I felt different when I go there. Good. It felt like coming home. Well, it probably was. You probably passed life, a lot of past lives in that part of the world. So, do you guys get what I'm saying? So, your twin is going to actually see some pretty phenomenal things in the physical realm, which will be, what's the word I can say? Paranormal. Especially your twin that goes, I only believe in what I see. Well, yeah, you get a load of this. Oh, fuck. And then you need to step up in your mission. And you're being asked to do it. And the invitation was there. And 8 is paying karma. As you refuse to take up your mission, to journal and to figure out, well, when the hell did I love to do it as a kid? Did you remember what I said? I said when I was a kid, I loved fashion design, writing, and spirituality and art. Okay? And I'm a writer. And I'm working on a self-help book because I'm realizing that there are not enough self-help books for the masculine and feminine together. There's a lot of self-help book and self-love and love yourself and heal for women, but there isn't one for the masculine. I was shocked. Look up Amazon self-love. Man, you'll see 3 books. And what I find interesting is we don't have books that are for the man and the woman. Again, not gender specific, because I have friends who are gay who are more in the masculine than the feminine, and vice versa. Okay? It's an energy. It's an animus. And it doesn't matter what gender you embody. Just be clear on that. All right, any other questions or shares? I grew up fighting for my life. George, my friend, and you made it, because you made it to 70, and I feel like crying for you. I was never a kid. Then you need to write about that. You need to blog about it. You need to talk about it, because there are kids right now who have never been kids. They live in third world countries. They live in war infested areas, and they live right here in the USA and in Canada. And they're fighting, and they lived in Brazil. I don't know if you guys ever heard about some of the, oh my God, I don't even want to go into that. But yeah, George, so if you would be the father figure that many children and young adults and teenagers need to hear. There's a guy who had been raised by his mother, and he started a YouTube channel just showing fatherless boys how to change the oil in a car, how to change a tire, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. George, that could be your calling, where you need to talk about your own experiences, and you would have a massive following. The divine masculine and the broken masculine do not have father figures. And you could be that guy if you chose to. Yes, please surround George with your love and your support, please. And follow George. Is it okay, George? Because, sweetie pie, you got shit to say. You got shit to do. You got a lot of things to share. And there were emotionally absent fathers. Yes, and there were narcissistic fathers, and fathers that were cheating on their mothers, and fathers that were beating, or there were, and then there were wonderful fathers who were not allowed to see their children because mama decided that it was okay to use her children as bartering tools and punishing tools. Sending you lots of love, George. Or they were emotionally absent fathers. So, George, you got to make a decision. Why did you do that? Why did you go through all of that? It was to share that. It's to share that with other people. My father was a disaster. My husband's father was an absolute piece of shit. He lived in San Francisco, in the 60s, and my husband, who was basically, his father eventually left when he was 10 years old, and he saw his mom begging and crying on the stairs not to leave. He had screwed every woman and the whole neighborhood he'd had in bed. And what was interesting is my husband could have become that piece of shit. Instead, my husband, who passed in 2020, basically, he was a complete opposite of his father, and he became an incredible father for our son. So again, it's a choice. So I hope you take this on, George. I hope you do this. How to blow up things. I was good. I was like fast lane. Closer I got to death, the better I liked it. Yeah, write about all of it, because that's the testosterone of the masculine. So I would, if I were you, I'd just start talking. Just talk 3-4 minutes, just little stories, just little shots of stories, and do it every day, and you'll get a following. Believe me. I had to leave my narc ex, refused to have my son grow up with a narc parent. I don't blame you. I just saw a car exactly like the one I bought together, seeing that a lot in the last couple. I don't quite understand that. Or maybe I didn't read it correctly. That takes a lot of courage. Thank you for being brave and loving. Yes. Universe works in funny ways. Thank you for understanding that. So, George, just step up. Step up. Okay? Because you need to realize that it's not for nothing. None of the experiences are for nothing. Every single person that's experienced something that was really intense and wrote about it in a memoir, or it's pretty intense. I just came clean with my book that just came out on Amazon, Recall. It's called Recall, and I came clean, and instead of because it was published in 2012 as a fiction, and I've resubmitted it on my own. I'm self-publishing it. Before it was published by a small press, and it's coming out as a creative nonfiction. And so, little things help people. They start realizing, oh, I'm not crazy. I'm having a whole freaking past life downloaded, and it involves my husband or my ex-husband or my ex-wife, and all of this is happening. Yeah, it does a little, hang on. I was always told not to be so emotional and to fit in. Yes. How dare they tell our divine masculines not to be emotional and emotionally available, and then complain when the divine masculine falls and trips and becomes a broken masculine. I bought the books you recommended, Raising Cain, Protecting the Emotional Life of Boys, and Iron John. Great. Congratulations. They are just reminding you that he's out there. Iron John, actually. Not Iron Man, but you got it. Iron John by Robert Bly. Yeah, and again, why would we in one incarnation be effeminate and be emotionally available, and then in another incarnation as a masculine and not be emotionally available? It doesn't make sense. My twin told me his parents never wanted him. Breaks my mama heart. That's sad. That's sick. So can you imagine how he doesn't feel worthy of love? That's what mine is. Doesn't connect emotionally, but does intellectually. Yeah, and his intellectual monkey mind is the problem. That's his jailer, and he needs to get transcendental. And another word for that is to trust his heart. And I can't tell you how many people have said to me, "Oh, never trust the heart." I go, "Yeah, that's all you trust once you've developed heart coherence." When you develop heart coherence, you trust your heart every time. Oh, I trust my gut. Your gut, that's a primal reptilian area. It has its place. It is necessary, because it'll tell you as you're going down a dark alleyway or a situation that's kind of weird. Run. Okay, so that's necessary. It helps you run from the bear, right? But the heart will give you divine guidance, and the heart never lies. Never. Once you've mastered heart coherence. My twin told me his parents never wanted him. Breaks my mama heart. That's what mine is. Okay, sorry, I'm repeating myself. Repeating your comments. So, yeah. Emotionally. So, are you still there? Let me see. Are you still there, George? Because I'm hoping you'll take this to heart. I hope you will. Any other comments? It's good to see you all. Any comments or questions on the readings? My gut is fighting or flight, but my heart is honest, but not the ego's choice. So it's a battle. Yeah, it's an exorcism. It's an exorcism. That's why many of us who are entrenched in dogma and rhetoric have to take, for us, that was true for me. That doesn't mean it's true for you at all, okay? But I had to take a plant medicine to do the final push. If God said so in my past lives, I always been warrior. Well, I mean, take that wisdom and share it with the world. That's all I gotta say, George. Thanks, Tony. You welcome, Nikki. It's good to see you. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. If you guys want to see this live, it'll be on the YouTube channel. I've got to join the Discord, please. It's gonna help you. All right, it's gonna help you because you'll be surrounded by like-minded souls. And thank you, Kim. It's always good to see you here. Jen, thank you for your support. Jackie, and all of you. I might miss your name, but I think that you now know what the message is for your runner, and you got your message for yourself. Clearly, this was definitely messages. So let your twin wake up. Don't block your twin. Unless they're a sociopath, then that's a different conversation. And make sure to integrate your life mission now. There's no better time than now. The world needs you. The world is suffering. There are children suffering. There are people suffering. There are people who actually stepped up and said things and put their lives in jeopardy. Tom Cruise, I don't know if you heard this. Tom Cruise not only quit Scientology, which I think is a fucking fabulous, but he also stepped up and helped an agent who was pro-Palestine. And he stepped up and said, yeah, you better not. So Huda Beauty's also stepping up. Everyone's stepping up, and no matter what your mission is, it may not be to proclaim or bemoan or not support something, okay? This is not to pressure you to do that. I'm not going to pressure you to do that. But what I will pressure you to do that is step into your light and speak your truth about your spiritual journey and what you're learning, so that a little 14-year-old in Alabama, right? Or in India or Paris can hear you and realize they're not crazy. How's that for a challenge to you? Yeah, I'm serious. That's what I heard. I heard the reason why he did is because it ruined his connection with his daughter, who he loved beyond, which we can all understand when you have a child, So he's now estranged from his daughter, and he quit. And what I've liked about Tom Cruise is he's always tried to be kind. We might not agree with everything. A lot of people are waking up. Okay? And they might be waking up with a bad taste in their mouth with the shit they did to toe the line, to be successful. A lot of people paid some heavy karmic prices. And the ascension doesn't mean that only you, the awakened one, are going to get on the bullet train to the ascension, right? To the new earth. But a lot of people are being activated as we speak. It's the 100 monkey theory again. Yes, it's time for me to be seen and heard. My voice has power because it's from my heart. Exactly. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, little brother. Exactly, Carla. There you go. So, as a famous person, there has to be a lot of fears to stand in their true power. Yes, there's a lot of fear, but when you're sitting on, I don't know, $500 million, how fearful can you be? There are people that have stood up for Gaza and have literally lost their 9-to-5 job, okay? They've been punished. And what I love about... I saw a video. What I love about the young people, when I say young people, just be clear, I'm talking about Gen Xers, millennials, people in their 40s, you know who you are, and the power you guys have, and this can do, I don't give one F attitude, that is super important now more than ever. And remember, you Americans, right? You who are Americans, your forefathers were warriors. And for me, who is half French, being born and raised in France for a big part of my life, same thing. Okay, so you've got to understand that we need to kind of like readdress how we see things going on the planet right now, and what we're being we're being pushed to think certain ways. So find your light, find your voice, trust the message you're guided to share with the world, and just step up and take the mic. Take the mic, because the more of you speak up about your journey, about your awakening, about your dark night, whatever, or about Gaza, about this, about anything. I don't give a shit about loving being on the planet as a starseed and realizing that this is a beautiful place, and it's not the planet that's the problem, it's the people and the infrastructure, right? Whatever your message is, I don't give a shit what it is. Okay? But do it, because it's never going to be perfect. If you're a perfectionist, now is the time for you to stop being a perfectionist. If you're OCD perfectionist, yeah, that's not going to work. You need to literally, like I did a video on the broken masculine. I was in my car. I threw the art together. I did it in like 15 minutes. And I had no script. And if you hear the video, you'll see that I didn't edit it. Because it's not about perfection. It's about letting the message ride on its own wind. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm hoping that you will send me links to that. If you guys are doing beautiful messages that are really making you shake inside, just send me the link and I will repost it. I'm not kidding. All right, anything else before I go? It's late. I think we've done 2 hours, which was fun. I really appreciate you guys. Any other questions or comments or shares? And about our shortcomings, but we still ascend to our power given for purpose. You inspire, big sis. Well, you inspire me too, little brother. So you are, just do it. All right. Thank you, Tony. You're welcome, Letty. Thank you. And thank you for the shares. All right. Take care. Namaste. Be well. I'll upload this live. If you missed any part of it, will be on YouTube. Okay? Be well.